let you know how funny this game really is. It's really great. You got dummies. And it says, no, we're not talking about the other characters. We're talking about the Ace Complete line of flexible dummies and decoys. These are like decoys you see in cartoons. Laughing gas, knockout gas, anvils, different types of anvils. No, that's not just the silly part. Now, you have an order form. And every time you want to buy something or buy a multiple of something, your characters have to fill these out. You put the character's name, their address for billing purposes, your mom's address in case you're trying to hide from other collections agencies, because there is a collections agency in this game. It's called the Tombnator. And basically his job is, if you don't pay your bill, he's going to hunt you down. So you do try to get, so you're going to give your players tasks to pay it off, but of course you're not always going to pay it off, so it's one of those games that the characters may always need that. Item names that you want, items you don't want but will substitute in case you can't, they don't want to search the warehouse, or and then you have items you definitely don't want. So as an animator's job, you could do a die roll. You could be a smart ass and say, hey, look, I'm going to give an item he really doesn't want, or an item he may not really want, but gives him anyways, and still charge him for it. And then there's the infamous Ace Industries product complaint form, where you put their name, their age, their blood type, their unusual occupation, their favorite food, their shoe size, what is the name of the product you're complaining about. So basically the whole runabout thing is to not want you to complain about the product so you get your money back. It says that you follow the instructions for the product. What was the weather like on that day? Really obscure things. Then it's a 4-page complaint form. So if they really want the item, and even if they fill it out, it's not guaranteed they're going to get it. Because it says, it has the item been tampered with. This includes the animator. So basically, a 4-page form to fill out there. Now, anytime you buy goods, there's a chance, a 50-50 chance, you can lower it depending on how you feel, of an item being crappy. And what you do is you roll over a 6-sided die. 1 to 3, it's good, and which means yes, it's good, and the other half is no, it's not good. So the game's really simple, really easy to pick up and play. And the game really encourages you to act before you think. So like any cartoon character, they don't want you thinking. Usually, when you're starting the game, you don't want to be rude to everybody and restrict them. But typically, you're only supposed to have 10 seconds to pick an action and just do it. You're supposed to act before you think in this game. So it's really, really crazy. And they encourage you to use props. You can even use props like softball, like Nerf balls, like foam bats and different things to act out what you're doing. And of course, they encourage you to use sound effects, facial gestures, and stuff like that. But unlike any RPGs, you don't die. Whenever you die in this game, typically it's called fall down, which means you make a weird facial expression and you fall down flat. An angel appears, or whatever you do. Now, when you do damage in this game, it's just like any other. Every item has a certain amount of hit points. It's usually 1d6, typically. Some are 2d6 plus 1, different things. So, but anytime you take damage, they always encourage you to add something to, like, your character was hit for 6 points of slapped in the face by a rotten fish hurled at you by an angry grandmother. So you'd have something like that. And you just add the humor of the game. So pretty much, there's a whole bunch more to it than I'm really explaining. But it's really not complicated to learn. It's really simple. I'm sure that anyone that's got a good sense of humor, or anyone that just wants to introduce someone in an RPG without having to go through all that crappy, make your character up. If it dies, you waste your time creating that character, all that stuff. Go through all those 20-sided dice. This game, you don't need all that. You just need 2. So it's really easy, a good introductory RPG, or just a break from the monotony of your typical RPG. So, yeah, hey, give this game a try. It's sort of out of print, but not really. You can go to Steve Jackson's website, stevejacksongames.com, and go to his warehouse. You can get out of print material. So I'm sure they're still making it. I just think that they're not putting it out there because there's so much other stuff out there. But I got a hold of download it pretty cheap, and it's always something I pull out. I haven't played it recently, but I played it all in my college years. Played with my fiance, played with my college buddies. It's a lot of fun, but you have to realize this game is not serious. I mean, your character might have crappy stats, but that's the whole fun of it, you know. Just failing is just as much fun as actually succeeding in something. So, and this is all I have to talk about right now. I will hopefully put another video maybe on this later and go into character creation, maybe make a mock RPG up and maybe play it with my fiance or something. I really don't know yet. It all depends on her mood, my mood, and how much time I have, because I work, so my work schedule's off the clock, so all over the place. So that's about it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed.